Alright, so this lesson is Saxon Course 2, Lesson 23, Subtracting Mixed Numbers with Regrouping. So our first question says, there are 3 1/5 pie on the shelf. If a baker takes away 1 2/5 pies, how many pies will be left? So I have 3 1/5, and I'm subtracting 1 2/5 from the shelf. Now if you notice, 2/5 is bigger than 1/5, so I cannot subtract those numbers, which means I'm going to have to borrow. And to do that, I'm going to borrow 1 from the 3, and the 3 will become a 2, like normal. But I cannot add just a 1 and make it 11/5. It doesn't work that way. I have to add a fraction that equals 1 with a denominator of 5, which is 5/5. I'm going to add that to the 1/5. So my answer now is 2 6/5 minus 1 2/5. Okay, so I can do this now. 6/5 minus 2/5 is 4/5, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So there are 1 4/5 pies left. With this next problem, it says 3 5/8 minus 1 7/8. So first, we're going to stack it up. And again, I cannot take 7 away from 5, so I'm going to have to borrow. I'm going to borrow from the 3, 3 becomes a 2. And the trick, the shortcut for this, is I'm going to add my denominator to my numerator. So 8 plus 5 is equal to 13. So my new amount is 2 13/8. So what we did is we added 8/8 to this number, which is why it works, just to add the denominator to the numerator. Okay, we're going to subtract again. 13 minus 7 is 6 eighths, and 2 minus 1 is 1. I have to reduce, so 6/8 is the same as 3/4. So I'm going to end up with 1 3/4 as my answer. In this one we have it with percents. In this case our percent is our label, so we can just leave it there. So I have 83 1/3% minus 41 2/3%. I have to borrow again, so I'm going to borrow from the 3. 3 becomes a 2. And then I'm going to add my denominator to my numerator, so 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So it's going to be 82 4/3. 4/3 minus 2/3 is 2/3. 2 minus 1 is 1. 8 minus 4 is 4. So my answer is 41 2/3%. Okay, in this case I have 6 minus 1 3/4. So 6 does not have a fraction. So I'm going to, again, I still need to borrow. My 6 will become a 5. Now I need to put a fraction here that I can subtract with. Since the denominator is 4, I'm going to make this 4/4, because 4/4 equals the 1 that I borrowed from the 6. So 4/4 minus 3/4 is equal to 1/4. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So my answer is 5 1/4. Okay, and that's it for this lesson.